Hi, my name is Robyn Benson. I'm a doctor of Oriental medicine and the founder of the Self-Care Revolution, which is a global online program where we have brought some of the top experts in the health, wellness, and fitness industry. Why? Because we are living in a time of unprecedented change and we want to help each and every one of you optimize your health, but also to help you have sustainable health on a day-to-day basis. Today, I want to share a topic that you may have never heard about, and it has to do with the electropollution that we're being surrounded by every single day of our lives. In fact, you can't escape it whatsoever. And I want to introduce a term that you may have never heard of called electro-hygiene. So whether we know it or not, because we can't smell it, taste it, and we can't hear it often, we are surrounded by these artificial frequencies that we are not designed for, that is creating havoc, literally breaking down our body on a day-to-day basis. It's affecting our sleep. It's affecting the way we digest our foods. It's affecting the way we think even. And again, we are surrounded by these frequencies that we're not designed for 24/7. And now we have smart meters and we have Wi-Fi and we have deck phones. So it's not surprising that there are 30,000 known diseases now, and a lot of this has to do with the advent of electricity. So my message here is we aren't going to escape it. We want to use our cell phones. We certainly want to use our computers, and it's our way of communicating with our friends and family and the world. And so it's not about not using it, it's about how to use it in a safe way. So one of the first things I want to mention right off is that we need to unplug from Wi-Fi at night. And what I want to share with you is that, again, since we can't see it, smell it, or taste it, we don't think it exists, but it does. We are energetic beings foremost, and we want a healthy electrical system for our biology and our chemistry to work. So I want to share with you a really interesting device called it's called the Mag Handy, but it's a Gauss meter. And essentially what this does is it measures electromagnetic pollution that is in your environment, again, on a day-to-day basis. So I just want to show you that I have this device turned on right now, and so when I put it on, you can hear a little buzzing noise. So there's a little bit of electromagnetic pollution right here. But watch what happens when I put this near a light. So you hear that hissing, really irritating noise. So very often we are within 3 feet when we're sleeping at night to electrical outlets that are putting out this radiation, again, that are putting out this type of frequency, again, that is very disruptive to deep rest, which is absolutely essential to optimal health. Also, I want to show you what happens with a computer, a laptop, which is a name that is not appropriate for a computer because we don't want to put it on our lap, because this is what we are experiencing when we have it when we put it on our lap at any given time. It's putting out this radiation that is very toxic to our health and certainly to our reproductive health. So when I go to college campuses and I speak about this topic, I walk into, you name it, any cafe in any college town, you will walk in and you will see many students with their laptops on their lap. But this is what's happening. I want you to just hear, so this computer's not turned on, but I'm going to turn it on right now so you can just hear. So I just want you to take that in. So it's not surprising that we feel really drained when we are near computers all day long. We see patients on a regular basis that literally work in labs, work around computers, sometimes 6, 7, 8 computers just in one room. Not only do they have sexual dysfunction, they're not thinking right, they're depressed, they're wired, they're feeling overwhelmed all the time. So this is just a message to each and every one of you that we need a break. That there are ways, fortunately there are tools, there's some really intelligent technology that we use in our health clinic every single day that has helped people rejuvenate to actually function well once again on a cellular level, because when you're in these fields on a regular basis, it really degrades a healthy landscape. So I just wanted to share a personal note. I personally, I've been in practice, as I said, for 22 years, and most of my life I did not sleep well. So when I was introduced to a great technology called PEMF, in this case the Omnium 1, also known as the Intelligent Magnetic Resonance Stimulation, MAT, it completely revolutionized and changed my life, because I started to sleep. Because I didn't know that when I was a young girl, I always had a clock radio right near my head. When I went to college, I had a clock radio right near my head, and God only knows what else. I just had no idea how much that was impacting me. So this is a story that we hear every single day, but maybe it's not sleep. For somebody else, it might be having heart palpitations. But what we do see a lot, which is an epidemic globally, is depression and anxiety, and people just being absolutely overwhelmed. And just want you to know, there are lots of possibilities as to the why, but we want to shed light on this serious epidemic of electromagnetic pollution, which many consider the biggest biological experiment ever, especially now with this increasing radiation each and every day. So what we want to again say is that we just need to practice electro-hygiene. The three main ways that we recommend this in our center is, first of all, you want to own a Gauss meter. We recommend one. If you look below, this is the one that we know works great. We've been using this for 6 years. We actually have our patients take it home, and you'd be surprised what they learn. I mean, some people have not only clock radios in the room, but they have their computers, they have their cell phones plugged in. Let me just say, do not have your children, teenagers, I have 2 teenagers, plugging your phone anywhere near your head at night. Okay, for that matter, you want to make your sleep environment free of electromagnetic pollution and turn off anything electric at least 2 hours before you go to bed, because again, sleep is essential to your health and to how you function on a day-to-day basis. So this is a great tool, and again, it has probably saved some of my patients thousands of dollars, but also has helped regain your health, these particular clients that I'm mentioning, because of not knowing how much this is causing many of the symptoms that they're coming into. So, I talk to my colleagues, around the globe, and we are all seeing that this is deeply impacting our lives. So this is a fantastic tool. The second one is and you can see it also below, is this PMF technology, which again stands for Pulse Electromagnetic Field. And essentially what this is, it's a great intelligent technology that mimics nature. So a big message in the self-care revolution, and certainly at my center, is that we want to help people return to nature, to get back into self-regulation. So when we can actually have a technology that we can bring into homes that mimics nature, that impacts the cells and oxygenates them. When we have more oxygen in our bodies, we feel much better. Our brain functions better. We don't have that fogginess. So that's another great tool, and I have to say that was a technology that the author, John Gray, came for our nonprofit, had a big event that we had, and he told me about this technology, and I can't tell you how many people around the globe own this. And I have to say, just like we all need a car, many of us, we also need to bring this technology into our house that will help us restore our bodies to nature. And basically, it creates a field that's 0.5 to 25 hertz. A cell phone is close to 900 megahertz, Wi-Fi 200 gigahertz and beyond. And I just want you to know that when I make a phone call, it's one thing to have a phone, in your hand. This is why we want to keep the phones away from our heads as much as possible. But when you actually make a phone call, I'm going to just demonstrate this because I think it's so vitally important. When you make a phone call, the radiation that's coming out is much greater than when it's just turned on. Can you hear that? So this is calling my home right now, just for you to realize that you don't want your phone near your head on a regular basis, and it's not surprising that there's a 25% increase in brain cancer just in the last 5 years. So finally, I just want to say, again, we can't live without it. I certainly can't live without my phone, my computer. Even your iPad puts out lots of electromagnetic radiation. We just have to practice electro-hygiene. Again, at home, in your bedroom, everything electrical, turn it off. So know that you can look at all these 3 different products that we're offering here that we've used on a regular basis over the last 6 years. We know they work. We stand by them 100%. You can call our office, 505-986-1089. We're happy to answer your questions. You can join the Self-Care Revolution, join the selfcarerevolution.com. In the past 2 seasons, we have interviewed over 14 experts in the field of earthing, electro-sanitization, and growing your own garden. So it's a big thing, but if you want to find out more, these are the experts to turn to. And finally, nothing is better than nourishing your body with healthy, organic, non-GMO, mostly a plant-based diet. It's really vitally important that you hydrate. So if you literally just drinking water, and we love to educate all of our patients on the importance of mineralization, just adding some sea salt or adding a really excellent product like Oxalate to your water. It's amazing how much that brings more electricity, healthy electricity to your body. And then those 2 things really help to prevent all this electromagnetic pollution, but you also have to practice electro-hygiene. So I just want to say it's been a pleasure to share this message, because I have to say in 22 years, I can't think of anything more important to share with all of my clientele, because it is dangerous. It impacts your health, it impacts your memory, it really impacts the way you think. So I hope you found this useful. Again, if you have any questions, you can reach us at www.jointheselfcarerevolution.com. My wish is this, and this is a quote, and to think about this quote actually by a man named Charles Simons. I just want to end with this quote. And he said that sickness is the vengeance of nature for the violation of her laws. So we want you to join us in this home healthcare revolution, and to say, when as much as possible, get outdoors, be barefoot as much as possible, but when not possible, we want to say you want to use this Gauss meter and to educate yourself and your family and friends. You want to get on your mat at least 8 minutes twice a day, because it's using the power of nature to impact every cell in your body. And also there's the electrical shields. There's a lot of incredible information there. So that's the 3rd product that you can see below. Again, if you have any questions, we're just a phone call away. Thank you.
Self-care, healthcare, revolution. It's the next big step in the evolution. There's a self-care, healthcare, revolution going on.